Finally!
It's showtime.
Hey, thanks for joining us tonight. Another edition, Thursday Night Live, where we're going live. And tonight we're talking about what we can do as creators to make ourselves more noticed on YouTube and what other people can do to help us get noticed on YouTube. So we'll start off with who's with us tonight. I'll let everybody introduce themselves. We'll start up top.
All right. Well, it's Raul from Conquest Racing Club. Mostly do the large scale stuff, but content is content. Slot cars are slot cars. We're here to talk about it.
Scott?
Yeah, Scott's House of HO Racing. Trying to help everybody in the community any way I can, so I'm happy to be here. Thanks for inviting me, Dan.
Awesome. And finally, but not least,
Hey, I'm Matt, Patriot Hobbies. Man, I really like everything from slot cars to Lord of the Rings to D&D. I even been messing around with BattleTech the last couple weeks.
and there you go. Awesome. So, wow, we got quite a few people in the house tonight. Let's just take a moment and we'll see who's here. We'll let people file in, and then we'll get going. I've got a few good ideas to start it off, and we'll see what people have to think about it. So let's see what we got here. Rich, thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Mike, Steffi, how's the table going? Donald, thanks for joining us, brother. I appreciate it. Very cool. There's a good example of motorsports exchanging channels.
I did notice on a stream I was with our young Mr. Rich that he set up a 4-lane international last night.
Yes, I heard something about a 39, International 39, Rich?
Yeah, and something about December 7th.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. So while everyone's coming in, we'll Scott's got his auctions. I don't know if you guys know about it, but if you don't, this is what the deal is. Scott, you want to explain to everybody what's happening on Saturday night on your channel?
Yeah, no, thank you, Dan. But just real quick, Slot Car Saturday Night Live is this Saturday night at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. Start off the first half hour of the show with just talking to everybody, seeing how everybody's week went, in between live feeds on everybody else's shows. Then we do a 5-car auction. I give some history on some cars, whether or not they're brand new. We auction those 5 off. And then the big thing going on for the next 5 weeks on my channel on every Saturday night is we're going to be giving away 2 random cars out of 10 total for the Race for 1K giveaway. And those 2 cars will be determined by my members that night before we go live to the general public. So if you like free stuff, tune in on Saturday night and you'll get your chance to win, because it's only going to be given away to people that are at the live stream. So you have to be live to be there to win. So
Awesome.
Thank you, Dan.
That sounds totally awesome. Everybody loves free stuff. I don't care what anybody
Free,
says.
yeah. I ship it free. It's free. Trust me. Yeah, it's all free, 100%. So anywhere in the world, I've already taken that burden on my back. So if you're willing to join in live and you win it, it gets shipped out to you for free.
That's right. Absolutely. Donald, thank you very much. I absolutely appreciate it. Thank you for your membership. Yeah, it's definitely going to get busy in the slot car world in the next little while. I think everyone seems to have their stuff down now, just by the amount of live streams tonight, which is fantastic. Absolutely awesome that everyone can do this now, because I remember lots of people were trying to get there and always sort of on the edge. It seemed like someone was always on the edge to getting, to being there. And now, if you haven't subscribed to Southern Slot Racing, please do so. He has 94 subscribers right now, and he only needs 6. Come on, 6 subscribers. Certainly there are 6 people in the comment section right now that haven't subscribed to him. Sorry. So yeah, let's get him there tonight. Really, it shouldn't take 3 or 4 nights to get to 6 subscribers. We can get him there. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Awesome. And there you go again. Southern Slot Racing, Chris. Of course, he's a member of mine, and I thank you for that, Chris. At 100, he will be giving away a V-Spec, people. This is another Viper giveaway. And I'm sure Luke is more than happy about that, aren't you, Luke? Luke just found Viper not very long ago, and I think he's what they say, hooked.
Yeah, I think he dove in on the deep end. I think he's there.
That's right.
He's there.
Yeah. So Luke's there. He's all the Viper madness now. Very good. Yeah.
He's like Mark's young Padawan.
Well, you got to learn from somebody, right?
That's a good person to learn from.
Mark's very meticulous. He's very good at what he does. He explains things very clearly. That's why his channel does so good, and it'll keep doing good because he's very clear. He's the kind of guy you want to learn from because he can actually understand what he's saying too. Yeah, go sub. Everybody go sub to Chris and then come back. All right. So, of course, the topic of the night is how, as creators, we can get our channels noticed and how we can get Slot Car more noticed in the larger community itself. Chris, can you put wait a sec. I wonder if they'll let me do this.
I bid 100.
There we go. So sorry, brother. Sorry, Donald. Just copy and paste that. Yeah, okay, there we go. So one of the things that I found that really helps as creators when we're trying to have people come to our lives and to our videos is putting them out ahead of time. I think it seems like everyone's catching on that if you just go live at the spur of a moment, you don't have anybody, you've got no crowd there. You've just went live with nobody. I find that when you set your stream like Scott has done for his Saturday night, like I've been doing now, that is what allows people to know in advance. And it also lets them be notified by the cowbell. Cowbell, right. So thank you very much, Steffi. I'm sorry I didn't quite miss it. Can't miss it. Where'd it go? Ooh, right there. There we go. Thank you, Steffi. I appreciate that. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, when you set your stream, it allows people to know that this is what's going to happen. It allows them to plan for it. Now, probably only a small percentage will actually plan to see your live. But if you go regular enough, this is another one. If you go regular enough at the same time on the same day, people will come to be waiting literally for your show. People wait for my Monday night show. I know people wait to see Scott's Saturday night show. And that's only because I've established it over time. And Scott's doing the same thing right now with his auctions. And Scott's also got another thing that people like. Scott has what people want. So literally, the auction is another way to bring people to your site who normally wouldn't, our channel, who normally wouldn't be there. Right? So it's a really good way. And I'm sure Scott's numbers show that too. I mean, in the last time I looked, I thought I'd seen a 1.2 on your 1.2K. So that means you're being noticed, and that's excellent. And then, of course, what I've noticed with Matt is Matt's got the niche knowledge, the look backs, the good reviews. Man, I just love, dude. You can literally flip through the Sears catalog from 19 whatever, and just videotape that and talk and put some music there or something behind it. I'm all over that. We used to do it as kids, man. We used to play slot cars as kids too. Now we're adults, so I'm okay with reading the Auto World catalog 3 or 4 times.
Well, you got so there's a lot of I mentioned it in Track Fans stream the other day. There's a lot of stream going on right now. And some of the things I'm not as knowledgeable about the mechanical side of it. And so and I'm really waiting. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I'm going to do with this track. I think I'm still going to do the Roval thing, but I need some 18s. And so I'm really waiting on a big sale, and I'm going to grab that. What is it? That Winged Warrior set, whatever. And then I'm also, I'm debating what Carrera set to get eventually. So, and the wife and I are going back and forth on, she wants a new sublimation printer, and I want a new Carrera set. So,
yeah, but that could work in your advantage though, because you could be printing the parts that we need and selling them.
Well, and that's another thing I want to do too.
Carrera guide pins. I've already looked; they can be 3D printed.
Well, excuse me. What is it? Dick's Slot Car Garage, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't he 3D print, Raul?
Yeah, Danny prints, Gene prints.
Yeah, there's a lot of the larger scale guys that have their 3D print stuff. I've noticed.
I have a full print farm, but it's for wargaming. I actually have 30 3D printers, but they print terrain constantly for wargaming.
Wargame, that's where the money's at.
Yeah.
Especially you got some Dwarven Forge stuff.
Yeah.
But Danny and I found out he lives about an hour and a half from me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he lives on the other side of is coming in a couple weeks. Did you get filament or?
I have both. I have resin and filament.
All right, I gotta take this.
Right on. Yeah, so it's nice that some people have these stuff that we can use to make the parts that we need, the simple parts. For the larger scale, I think the guide pins and a few other things could be printed. I was looking at having the back mounts for the trailers on Auto World trucks 3D printed. I'll just have the part scanned, and then I'll just make it wider by at least by like, I don't know what, 5 millimeters. And then that should solve the problem of the trailer flinging itself off the track at warp speed.
Oh, cool.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, well, you know what? We're trying to mix it up. Actually, most of us are these days, have some sort of mixed content in our mixed content now, where I'm going to try and do a little bit of 1/32. Obviously, I won't have lots. I only own 3 cars and a Carrera track, and I'm still trying to build it out. But of course, the HO content will be there. But just with stuff like mixing it up as much as I possibly can with Raul at Conquest Racing Club. Absolutely fantastic. The knowledge that Raul brings to our side of the story sounds awesome. It's nice to know that somebody can give us the details. It does appear that Southern Slot Racing has made it to 100. Woo!
congratulations. I know that, and I know, Dan, you've been there too, is when you first start, and I'm sure, Raul, you've been there. Anybody that started your channel, you have your own little personal set milestones that you want to try to reach, to whether you think it's even going to be worth your time, whether you think that people are going to like what you're doing or whatever. And that was my goal, is if I said, if I can get to 100, then I know that at least there's at least 100 people out there that think I'm worth watching. So I'll keep doing it. But if I can't get to 100, then I'm done. Because, there's a lot of work involved in doing this stuff that people don't, that don't have their channel that understand. So, that's a great milestone for anybody to set out there. It's one of my things is for if you're starting your channel. Don't think you're going to rush out and get 1,000 subscribers in a week. That's not how it works.
No, but I do agree with you. To me, there were two major benchmarks: the 100 and the 1,000. The 100 lets you know that, like you said, people are digging what you're laying down, and so you keep going, and it feels good. And then before you know it, you're at like 500, and then you slow down.
Yeah.
And then you slow down and you're dragging. It's like you're the cat on the wall trying to pull yourself up, and all that's left is your nose holding you there. That's it. And then finally you reach 700, and it seems the ball starts rolling again. And I'm almost wonder sometimes if that has actually something to do with YouTube algorithm and wanting to get paid. They're probably saying, yeah, this guy's serious. Let's hook him up. Because, when you get to 1,000, you'll notice anybody who's a creator in the comments section, certainly at 1,000, you must have noticed that your stuff was getting seen more. I certainly did. So, yeah. And it looks like, did Rich just get?
Yeah, right, Rich.
Oh, and Rich. All
we got
right.
3 people tonight. All right. And Adam had his giveaway for his 100. So there's 3 people that hit that 100 milestone mark. Congratulations.
Awesome, guys. Absolutely fantastic.
That's awesome. No, like I said.
So, Raul, what did you find that works good for you in pulling an audience towards your channel?
You guys are putting me on the spot. So, see, I'm not.
We start with you, and then we can rebound off of it. See how that works?
Yeah. So the thing is, it's tough because slot cars wasn't something that I was like, oh, I'm gonna do slot cars and come to YouTube. I was completely the other way around, right? I come from a wargaming background, and I should have done a wargaming channel, but I was trying to wind that down, and so when I picked up videography, I was like I said, I was part of a creator group, and they had for the creator group, they had a 10-day challenge. You had to do 10 videos for 10 days straight, and you had to do different style videos for every day. And the way it was, so you could do a talking head video, you could do a product showcase video, you could do a live stream. You had to do 10 different types of videos and present content in 10 different ways. You had to do tutorials, etc. And after that, if you finished the 10-day challenge, then you decided on what you wanted to launch. You wanted to launch a channel, what niche market you wanted to go into, and launch a channel. So for mine, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I had a wargaming channel, and it was doing really well. I have a car racing channel because I used to race 1-to-1 cars for a very long time, but I got sick, and I had to give up my racing, so I had to sell my performance shop and all my race cars. And it has over 5,000 subscribers on that channel. It still runs, it's still out there, but I don't post any new content to it. So that's why I used to drag race Hellcats and everything there. So that's my background in YouTube, and that's fun. That's easy content because you don't really launch a YouTube channel. You just put out drag racing, or you put out you build a car. I built a car in my performance shop. I take a video of it. It gets like thousands of views, right?
Yeah.
And then I got sponsored by Vossen, Dub, and then you get this massive following of people that come out. So I didn't know anything about YouTube. When I did the creator thing, then they asked me, what niche do you want? And I was like, well, I thought about doing wargaming, but it would be boring. Models don't move, you move them. So I wanted something that was fast and a challenge to photograph and video. And slot cars came to mind. It was during the pandemic. I pulled out my track. I was like, okay, you know what? These things move fast enough. Let me try and get some video. That's how I started. So initially, like I'm a very goal oriented person, Dan. So even like right now, if you notice, like doing a lot of changes to my channel right now because I set goals for myself for every year. So when I launched my channel, I launched my channel last January. So 2022 in January, that's when I launched my channel.
Wow.
My first year, I was just supposed to get 1,000 subscribers. I had a collection of slot cars, and I was like, you know what? I'll do one slot car a week, do a video on a slot car, and then do it to the best of my ability. So, if you watched any of my videos, I think I sent you a track video. We used to race, so I used to change my track every month, and I used to build these monsters. I used to fly drones over the track and everything. Like I had everything going.
Oh, I
Right.
was totally gonna do that.
Yeah, so was doing that. I was doing a lot of videography, a lot of I had a lot of on track footage. I told you I built camera cars, so that was my bag. It was like, so the first year, 52 videos. I said I'm gonna set a goal of getting 1,000 subscribers in my first year. That was my goal, but I failed. Got to the end of the year, I had 500 subscribers. I had finished 52 videos, and I came to the end of the year last year, and I said, okay, do I want to continue? Just like Scott says, you have a goal. So I had my goal. I finished it. I said, do I want to continue and create content? And I always write a mind map for my next year. So I was like, okay, I want to come back and I'll still do YouTube. I'll continue building this channel. And I said, you know what? I'm going to add a live stream a week. So January, I launched my live stream. So it was now doing one car video a week, and I'll do the live stream. And that's when I started to connect with the community. So it was at that point that I started to notice that, people would come in, and when I launched my live stream, I didn't want to do my live stream just on me. I wanted to find out everyone else's story. So if you notice, I started to reach out to a lot of the other YouTubers and say, come on my live stream, tell me your story. I started the Slot Vengers. I created the Slot Vengers in March. I have my own print shop. So I do my own embroidery, my own clothing, everything. So I decided to launch like a Teespring kind of thing for the YouTube creators, for the Slot Vengers. So I did a lot of that. I kind of rallied this whole community around everything I have, my ecosystem. And I started doing the live streams, and that was really good. It took off, and obviously my live stream has been really successful. I hit my 1,000 subscribers this year, so I hit my goal, right? So, like you said, what I noticed though was, I always say I'm a car collector, but I never showcase cars. In the last 6 months, Dan, I've only done 3 car videos, literally. Like everything else has been everything else but cars. It's been about like content creation or live streaming or stuff that, I've done other things that, slot car community talks about, like maybe terrain building, whatever. But I just felt that I've been dragged away from what I'm about, because when I started this channel, it was about cataloging my collection, and my collection is important to me, and I had built a website and everything. So over the last 6 months, because I changed my track, I rebuilt a new track, kind of slowed down on my my car videos. So my new goal for 2024 is to get back to doing that. And my goal for 2024 is to release 150 car videos. So it's 3 videos a week. It's a very heavy schedule, but that's my goal. So that kind of tells you, like, I don't really look at numbers. I don't really look at my subscribers. I've already accomplished my 1,000 subscribers to the channel.
Right.
My channel was built to showcase my catalog of cars. So it's not only for myself now, but for my future self, to be able to look back at all these cars that I might auction off later. Who knows, right? What I will do with this collection, but at least I'll catalog it. At least I'll run the cars. At least I'll have them on my website, because I built a fully robust website When you go to Conquest Gaming Club, you can see every car. I do the history of the car. I do every mod I do on it. And I give you the track times on it. And it's fully filterable and cataloged, right? Like you can search by brand, by make, by model, by it's very robust. And I coded it for that reason. And so I kind of dropped that ball this year. So when I was doing my self-evaluation this year, things had to change. So the live stream is stopping. As you know, I'm moving away from my live stream. I'm going to a once a month live stream with the slot vendors.
Yeah.
And then I might be doing a lot more collaborations with people, because I think that's with you, with Pete, because I think I love panels like this. I like live stream like this where we get multiple points of view. You get to talk with each other and learn from each other, because I think that's more valuable to me as a content creator, especially if we're talking about community-based things and live streaming. I think live streams where you're bringing other people on and you're learning from each other is more valuable than just live streaming. Because right now with the premiere that you can do with a video, you kind of get a live stream, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of premieres happening. There's a lot of live streams happening. So I'm trying to take a step back from that myself in my world, because I know what my goal is. So that's why I was a bit afraid when you asked me the question, because I look at it very differently, I think, than everyone else. Like I'm more like about what I need to do for my content for the next year, and I set high goals. So like 150 cars, 3 cars a week, it's a lot of cars. And I take 6 hours to shoot each car, and then I edit down to only 5 minutes of footage. So the amount of editing that I have to do, and I'm also going back to wargaming next year. So there's a lot happening.
Busy.
Yeah.
Definitely busy. Wow, eh? Yeah, the quick pace car reviews is pretty huge. But don't get discouraged that you only got 500 subscribers in your first year. Man, that would be like superhuman for a slot car hobbyist with the YouTube channel. That would be like totally unheard of. You got in a year? Yeah.
Well, I'm at 479, and December 10th will be a year for the channel.
So to 1,000. So you'll get to 500, but you won't get to 1,000 in the first year. But once you break 1,000, it seems to flow a little better, I find.
Yeah, but it doesn't. I've thought about it, and I've not really thought about it the last probably couple of weeks, because I've kind of felt like I've kind of hit a groove as far as like the little mini documentaries.
Yeah.
And now I'm just kind of I feel like I'm hitting a point in the whole community that no one else is. Mm-hmm. And so now I'm just trying to make each one a little bit better than the last.
Yeah.
But as I'm finding out, and kind of what Raul's talking about too, is there's a lot of quality and a lot of editing that goes along with making it quality and good content that I think that I would want to watch, because I'm my own worst critic, and I watch everybody else's stuff. That's what they told me when they doing the screenwriting thing. And I know what kind of movie I'd want to watch. I know what kind of slot car stuff I'd want to watch. I still got to figure out the gender thing on as far as the analytics goes, because when mine pops up, it just says nursing home. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's what I really like about it. I don't think the Auto World or Round 2 video will be done tomorrow, for sure Saturday. I may even premiere it, but I just have a fun time diving in all the racing on the Bree set and the Bree Racing and Peter Brock Enterprises and all that. I found another thing this morning. They actually made one of the Bree 240Zs, and they converted it into a Baja rally car, and Peter Brock drove it himself in the Baja 1000. a 240Z big old rally car.
Oh wow!
It was really cool.
So one of the things that I found that's been really working for subscribers is shorts. I've calculated I get 1/3 of all my new subscribers from shorts now. It's been that way for quite a while. It's a really easy way. You're not going to make any money off of shorts whatsoever, not unless you consider making 1 cent off of 1,500 views, making money. Then yeah, I've probably made maximum of 5 cents from my shorts so far. So shorts are not a source of income. What they are is a really cool way for you to get your stuff out there with quality music. Anything in the music catalog you would like to use, that's what you do. The way it works is you pay royalties, or YouTube pays royalties to these artists. And for most of them, for like most of my shorts, they're like 15 seconds long. So let's just say I use Motley Crue. Well, Motley Crue's getting paid for 15 seconds of my video. But what I get from it is the subscribers. So I find some. I same. That's right. So yeah, so I find that you get more subscribers that way, and not only that, but you need to always make sure that you have that bell notification button clicked. So I'm sitting here thinking, how can I make a bell notification video that viewers will actually want to watch?
You're gonna want that cowbell.
Did he just say cowbell?
I gotta have more cowbell.
It's not a cowbell.
I could have used a little more cowbell.
All right then, hit the cowbell notification button so you don't miss any of my up and coming content. Woo! Yeah. So remember to hit the cowbell. Like got myself saying it now. Remember to hit the bell notification button, guys, so that you get notified when stuff happens. You can use Guns N' Roses, Metallica. I use tons of White Zombie all the time. The agreement that they have with YouTube is that they just get paid for the royalties. That's all these music groups wanted. That was Metallica's big deal when what was the name of that? The
Napster.
That's the one. Thank you very much, Scott. When Napster was Metallica was suing Napster and shutting all that down. Now they are getting their piece of the pie now, so that's all been figured out. So they're getting paid. I'm getting paid. Jeez, man.
And honestly, that's why we don't, as a creator, whenever you do a short, you can't look at a short as a way of making money. You got to look at it as a tool to draw people into your channel to try to get them to subscribe.
Short.
Yeah, Steffi, they do let you upload your own music.
Yeah.
And I use what YouTube actually has a huge catalog of music you can use, or you can go to places like Ben's Sound, where they have a catalog of free stuff you can use. Lots of Ben Sound stuff is in my videos. And just by listening to what's going on out there, I see there's other people using Ben Sound too. But that's because they're free. There's not a lot of free stuff out there for creators these days. You can buy some really good musical content, or like me, you can just marry somebody who plays just about every instrument out there. So one day, I'm literally serious. I'll have her sitting here with her mini harp playing it for you guys. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah, she plays everything. The ukulele. She's she went to school for. Oh gosh, she'd kill me if I didn't remember this. French horn. She plays the French horn for the orchestra, or used to, anyways. So yeah, Irene's she's been to college, music college, the Royal Conservatory of Music. Actually, she has a big, huge plaque here in the room. So she's got her.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Congrats, Irene.
Yeah, she does. She's pretty good, and of course, she's in the Army Reserve. So
Yeah.
right now, she's. I say, oh, you're going to play guns because it's Tuesday and Thursday. She has Army, so she goes and does her marching around. I say, going to play guns, marching around, blah blah blah. You know, it's the Canadian Army. Come on now, let's not get too serious here. I think I seen the Girl Guides there too. So and. In the summertime, they do things like practice climbing the wall of the building outside. I guess you got to learn somewhere, right? So it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, she plays in the band, the Army band. So it's pretty cool. And she'll be playing at the Monument on November 11th coming up. So I'll have a little video of that if you guys are curious to see what she does. She'll be doing the bugling at one of the stationary monuments for Remembrance Day. So yeah, she's usually in the paper because, well, she's a sergeant and she's like the only female in the crowd. So all the papers are like straight into her all the time, and I'm like, whoa, I gotta go. I'll meet you at home. She just swarmed at the end of her playing. It's like, oh my gosh. So yeah, hey Mark, thanks for joining us, brother.
Mark,
haven't seen you in a while. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. So let's see what else we at. Of course, you want to repost as much as possible. Repost other people's stuff. That way at least you get let's just say Conquest Racing Club puts out something interesting. He's got his car reviews or whatever. Personally, I probably think they'll look cool just because the cars I'm looking at right now look cool of that scale. But what happens is when you share the other creator's video, you're not getting the watch time for it or anything, but what you are getting is you're getting your name underneath that video that people are going to see. Oh, Slot Valley Racing just shared Conquest Racing video. Conquest Racing will have his nice video there for everyone to see, and everyone's going to go check it out, or at least they'll be notified that something else is going on. In Discord, I try and do that as much as possible. I try not to spam too much, but I do encourage everybody posting their lives or when they're going to go live there. That way it gives everybody else an opportunity to share it. Another thing that I found extremely useful is doing the same format Travis does. When you have a video finished and ready to roll, set it as a premiere. Because what happens when you set it as a premiere is you get all of those people during the premiere. Once again, you've set the feed, so all of those people will get notified as soon as the video's ready to go. That's why Travis does so good in the afternoons with his videos, because he sets them as a premiere. That way we all get notified a half an hour before it happens. Right? And then we get the final notification on time with the premiere. And the premiere, you don't have to put a large amount of effort into it. It's just nice that you're there because people want to at least know that you're there during the premiere, right? So, and the premiere isn't where you're going live. In case, for those who are not sure what I'm talking about, the premiere would just be like you have a video, say it's 8 minutes long, and instead of just putting it out and then letting people watch it and comment on it, what you would do is you would set it as a premiere, and then when it came live in the comments section, you would be watching with the people who are in the comment section, and you'd be able to comment alongside the video playing. So if you had a longer video, like a 20-minute video, this is probably a good thing. or a 10-minute video. The whole thing is, if you're going to go live, this is another thing too. If you're going to go live, you need to go live and you got to stay live. Don't go live for 5 minutes because nobody will find you. Right? So you need to give people notice. This is how you get noticed. I notice a lot of, I notice a lot of people are switching over now, and I think this will make a difference in how people find our videos in the HO world, and in the slot car world as a whole. I think everybody sort of needs to do the same thing. What happens in HO in relation to channels and pulling subscribers in absolutely happens in a larger scale. It's exactly the same thing. You know, you put out, I test that theory. I put out a whole bunch of shorts for the 1/32 scale, 500 hits on all 5 videos. Of course, they're just shorts, but that's 2,500 videos. And it took me a minute 15. Minute 15 work, and I got myself 2,500 videos. Now, out of those 2,500 videos, this is the only thing that matters. 12 subscribers. So,
speaking of Travis,
oh jeez,
his ears were burning.
Oh my gosh,
that's why he joined in.
We must have woken him out of bed. I think it's like super late in the morning in Australia right now.
No, it's early in the morning in Australia. Yeah, he's just starting his day.
Oh, well, there you go. We woke him up. His ears were burning.
Good way to start the day.
Yeah, Travis, we were just talking about your format for your video, your news. I was just saying that it makes a huge difference when you set it as a premiere to allow people a chance to know that and be notified that you're going to be going live, as opposed to just going live or just straight out posting. Yeah, premiere is the way to go. That's what I'm going to start doing now. I think when I put out a video 8 minutes or longer, at the 8-minute mark, that's when you get to control your own advertising. So if you're over 1,000, that's an important thing to keep in mind. Your videos have to be 8 minutes or longer in order for you to control the advertising. Otherwise, YouTube controls it. So you're best off. Yeah. Yeah. Well, look at us.
I was going to say, I think birds of a feather is the way you need to phrase that.
Yeah, exactly right.
Locked together. Yes.
Oh my gosh. So, Matt, what's happening on your end of things lately? How's your subscriber count coming along?
It is at 480 right at this moment in time.
And have you found that you've done anything that makes that change in any sort of way?
I get a bump when I put one of the documentary videos out. I got a bump when I put the video out on SCX. I got a bump when I put the video out on Derek Brand. I'll probably get a decent bump when I put this video out on Round 2. It's a little more modern take. It looks at everything the last kind of, since pretty much 1994.
Yeah.
It dives back a little bit to Topper Toys and to the beginning of AMT and MPC and a couple others, but it's good stuff. I keep wanting to. I have some ideas for some shorts with some James Bond. I have a few 1/32 James Bond cars.
Oh, nice.
So I Skyped some movie clips from some James Bond movies.
That's
so
more Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah. Well, that's one of my favorite movies of all time. I mean, that's one of those movies for me. I could just sit and watch and watch and watch.
I never get tired of watching that movie. Never. It's a classic. It's like The Big Lebowski. You never get tired of watching it.
No.
Oh my gosh, hey.
No, but I like it all. So And, the live stream, I haven't really gotten into that yet. Eventually, I need to maybe. I was thinking about when Rahul was saying that maybe for the new year I'll pick out and I'll stream once a week or something. It's always very hectic with the 5 kids, and then my wife, she doesn't work a real regular schedule. She'll work 2 days on, 3 days off, 5 days on, 5 days off. But when she's like really working, and especially if she's messing with surgeries or anything else, so busy. So, but I need to. I will this next year. I will figure out a day and a slot to kind of pick that in. I don't know, maybe a morning slot. Yeah. I like watching, your stream, Scott, with the raffle. I like watching Slot Valley. I like watching a lot. I like watching Track Fans. I like watching Travis when I catch them. I like watching Marks. I like watching a lot of the diecast guys too, and the model makers. Just cool stuff.
Wow. Thank you very much, Donald. That's absolutely generous of you. Fantastic. Scott, when you get yours figured out, please let me know.
YouTube does it. YouTube does it for you. So basically, YouTube's going to give away 5 memberships on his behalf to people that interact with your channel. It'll randomly let them know that they've been gifted.
But active people or people that could possibly not be active?
No, active. They have to be active participants on your channel. So the more people that comment in here that aren't a subscriber or a member, then if they're a subscriber to the channel and they're active in your chat and your comments and stuff, then YouTube's more likely to give them that. Or if they participate, like liking your videos or sharing your videos, or
okay.
So it's just somebody that really supports your channel. They kind of reward you,
right? Oh, that's kind of cool. Well, thank you very much, Donald. I appreciate that, and I'm sure the people who receive them will appreciate it too.
Yeah, you get them 1 month for free, and then they get the option to keep it going if they want to.
That's awesome.
That's what I read and found out, unless somebody else can tell me differently, because I was gifted those on mine, and I was like, how do I give those away? And I was like, oh, you don't. YouTube does it. It's just all on interaction. So.
Oh, well, that's awesome then.
He keeps it out of our hands, keeps us from having to try to make friends or enemies by giving out memberships to people.
Right.
No deniability. I didn't do it. It was YouTube.
And the people who who are paying for it, and now people get it for free. It'd be kind of like, no, it's a great idea. I absolutely like that. Yeah, it's totally right. Thank you very much, Donald. Absolutely fantastic. This is the first time that's ever happened, and that's awesome.
It already doled them out in the chat. It just boom, boom, boom.
Did it really?
There you go.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. I mean, no, that's a great way to build memberships and stuff. So I appreciate, that's great. Anybody that does that for anybody, it just helps their channel, because it just randomly subscribes. Who doesn't like getting a free gift? Like I said, free. Everybody loves the word free.
You were gifted a membership, Scott.
Was I really?
Yeah, it's Scott's House of HO Racing, Francisco Sandoval, Blueberry Wilbur, Liquor of Skillets. All those were gifted memberships.
Wow, thank you, Donald. Hey, now, Dan, I want a members giveaway only now.
Welcome to the club, Scott.
Thank you. I guess that's my reward for telling you how the memberships work, is I get one.
Let's give him one.
That's right. Well, that's cool, man. That's absolutely awesome.
Hey, where's my sticker? Well, I want a sticker.
Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. I'm working on some stickers, actually, some enhanced ones other than just like the plain emblem of Slot Valley Racing. I'm looking for something a little more intricate, I think. And I think I'll probably be able to sell some more merch if I did something a little more than just the emblem. Although I think I'm going to buy my own merch soon. It looks actually pretty cool. I like the hat. The hat, the red hat with the red writing on it. I know it's kind of like, whatever. But it looks like a nice hat. Slot Car Dude bought one of my hats, and it looked pretty nice, actually. I was very impressed with it. So, and I have the price dropped as low as I can. I can't get the prices any lower. I make absolutely $0. Zero. Yeah. So whoever that company is,
Oh,
they're making all the money. So I'll have to change that soon.
You just have to come to me, dude.
Oh, see, there you go.
Conquest
Right.
Lair. Just do it through the lair.
Oh, okay. We'll talk about it, and then that's probably going to be a Monday night thing. Or you know what? Let's talk about it on the show, but not
Also-
tonight, though.
Yeah,
Not tonight.
we'll talk.
Yeah, because that could be a whole show in itself. You know, like channel merch and stuff. Like,
But we definitely need to talk about it because I want to get some shirts from you too. After seeing, instead of born to race like DNA had, I want to have that saying that my little son said, "Racing is life," right across this, just like that. It don't have to be just like his, but I'm not a graphic designer.
yeah, Mike,
Oh.
I believe all you do is you just go to
Perks.
Patreon.
Perks.
Yeah, you know this one, right?
Yeah, you go to Perks. You have to be in a you can't be in like the you have to be in a browser base or on a computer, and then you go to Perks. It'll give you an option to upgrade or cancel.
Oh yeah, there you go. See perks upgrade. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Mike, did you get the that present I sent you yet? Mike and Steffi? Mike and Steffi bought my drone.
ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. So they'll be enjoying it right away, actually, probably inside the next week, I would imagine. Man. I loved it. Ooh. Shit. Yeah, it's a nice one too. It's not like a cheap one.
Yes.
Oh, tomorrow. All right.
Tomorrow too. So tomorrow's going to be a big day at the household. There, they're going to get all sorts of packages.
Oh man, eh? It's
I'm
almost
supposed to
unboxed.
get my Mayflower tomorrow. Finally.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, my club car, the Bad Man, the 55. I think it's a 55 yellow, right?
Yeah.
Yay!
Hey, Travis,
there he is.
brother.
Hello, boys. Can you hear me? I don't know if my mic's working or not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good.
We got you.
How are we? I've gate crashed the show.
Yeah,
being
that's
in,
all
buddy.
right. Always room, brother. Always room.
What's up,
Turn the
Travis?
fan off so you can hear me. It's good to see a young crew getting together. This is nice to see.
Yeah, we have to mix it up a little bit. Some small, some large. Make it the slot car community.
Does Raoul ever sleep? Mate, you're everywhere, Raoul.
Yeah. Thank goodness. In all the right
Goodness.
places, though. In all the right places.
All
It makes me
well,
tired
we
just
do so.
listening to his schedule. That's what happens to me. Hearing all the stuff he does makes me feel lazy.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, don't worry. New Year, you won't see me that much, okay, Travis?
Okay, all right. Well, where are you going? Hold on. Whoa. Is this breaking news? What do you mean? What's going on?
Shutting some stuff down, probably. Yeah, the live stream's going to go away. Doing other things. We'll talk offline.
Oh,
Yeah, new
Hold on.
stuff,
g'day,
though.
g'day, legends. G'day,
This
legends.
might- Do I see a new premiere coming out this afternoon?
Actually, it's really hard. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't want to gate crash your show. I was having fun watching, but Ray was like, "Here's a link. Jump on."
Yeah,
the channel.
brother. Yeah, no, you're always welcome,
well,
Travis.
well,
Anytime.
tonight,
Look, I better put some
Travis.
clothes on then. What's that, mate?
Don't stand up, right? Don't stand up.
Well, the thing was,
no. I'm fully dressed. It's a family show. It's okay. It's okay. Do I have a
That's not that kind of
premiere
show.
tonight?
Well,
Since,
the reason, sorry, Travis, the reason I wanted you to jump on was, like what Dan was trying to do tonight was we want to talk about how as YouTube creators we can kind of help promote each other. I think there's a good topic there, and I think there's a lot that we could be doing as a community together to help each other get more subscribers or build our channels or build the content that we need for this community to become, as you said on my live stream, more mainstream, right? So the more we come together, the more powerful we are. So regardless of scale, bringing people together, understanding how to launch content properly, learning how to promote each other properly, learning how to hashtag properly, get all the hashtags, because that at the end of the day, we need to learn how to pump the right hashtag and use the same hashtags throughout all our content. That will help us.
So the base of
rise.
that is it's never ever going to go mainstream until the hobby itself goes mainstream. We can pump out. I mean, we've got videos that go 1 million, and there's sometimes the wacky videos, whether it's a beautiful big track, it's a slot card, jumping a set of stairs. Those kind of videos, if you start making those are the ones that will go probably crazy because anyone will watch them. But you can put all the hashtags you like. You can put all the, the girl pictures on the thumbnails. It's not going to go wild until the hobby itself has got a following. And that's one thing I've learned over the couple of years. None of my videos go viral. None of my videos, I mean, I've had some go viral, but on normal, it's people who watch the show will watch my stuff over and over again. It's getting the model car guys, like I've got model cars, getting them to start watching. Well, then that's what's going to make the hobby grow. We will help, but the hobby itself has to grow, and it comes down to marketing. We spoke about this on your channel, Raul, and it gets me a little bit not annoyed, but it's like I just wish I had all the money in the world to do the marketing. It's a really, really good hobby. I mean, I can pick up anything that's next to me, and a die-cast car guy can collect this. It looks like a friggin' model car.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Anyone can enjoy this hobby, but you don't have this. You can go and build some scratch build kits, some buildings. Like our avenues in this hobby, you can have me talking all night about this. I will do a video about it soon, but there's no trick to it. It's a niche hobby. We've just got to keep pushing. We're doing the concrete work right now. We might not blow up. I hope I get to 10K. That's my next milestone. 7K has blown my mind.
Yeah.
If we do the concrete now, in 2 or 3 years' time, someone like Sasha, who gets older, she will then hopefully see the benefits out of it. But, what we're doing now is very important. That's all I can say. What we're doing right now is the foundation for the hobby.
Yeah.
It's hard. We all put a lot of work in. We all put a lot of work in, and it's hard. But hey, if we didn't love it, we wouldn't be here. But I think it's great. You guys are legends. I love watching you guys. I'm like, hey, I've got friends. Got some friends.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's nice that these kind of, like Raul was saying earlier, it's nice to have the panel, and I think there's more to be learned with multiple people talking about the same thing. Now, I believe there's, of course, a limit to how many people you should really have. It kind of becomes distracting, when you have so many people who aren't part of the conversation, who are just hanging out. I don't, they could sort of do that in the comment section where the panel could be more constructive. I find people get a little dizzied sometimes when there's a lot of people talking and everyone just has a really small piece to say. I do like this idea where people who actually have, like I try and always have an idea for the show instead of just, I mean, I'm sure we could all talk mumble jumble slot car, just hanging out and stuff, but we could do that we could hang out and just do that on Discord.
So just remember, some people might just enjoy that because a lot of people are isolated.
Yeah.
The hobby that we're in, I mean, I started the channel because of PTSD. I felt isolated and lonely. A lot of people tune in because they feel like they're part of something. So even what we're doing right now, a general chit chat, might help more than speaking about, what gear should we use tomorrow? What tires should I tune?
I got to change a diaper real quick. I'll be right back.
That's a major part of the major part of this, in my opinion, is the community itself.
Yeah,
it's not just the hobby, but it's the community, and then once people become part of the community, then it expands the hobby because they brag about it. I mean, it's just one feeds the other. It's in my opinion,
it will grow. I think it will grow. We've got more options these days. Slot car centers are opening up in Australia and hopefully other countries. Some countries don't care about it, some do. But the social media side of it, I think we're going the right way. Now, if there's I hear a lot of things saying there's too many people doing the social media side now. It can never be too many. Just choose who you want to watch. Now you've got choice. Before you didn't have choice. You had 3 or 4 people. Now you've got probably 70. So now you've got choice, which is good because some might not like my content and some might like someone who else delivers it better than me. That's good. I want that. I don't want to be, one person on camera. You want this, what we've got in front of us. But no, it's good. I think you guys are doing a great job. I love that you've come over to 132 SVR, because I'm big on, I don't care about scale. Everyone knows I collect everything. I'm making a HO card to prove a point and to learn, but we shouldn't give a shit. I was about to say an S word then. We shouldn't care about scale at all. We should just enjoy it. I almost dropped an S-bomb. You got me fired up, mate. Oh, look at that. Now you're on the dark side. Watch your subscribers go down.
Yeah.
It's gone.
My wallet can't afford HO, let alone both. So yeah, Dan's wallet's a little deeper than mine. So yeah.
It is expensive. If I didn't have support from a lot of companies, and I'm sitting around a heap of stuff that was sent to me, which I do get a lot of people say to me, oh, you get stuff sent to you. The amount of emails I send out daily that get rejected is crazy. The amount of companies that say, hey, this is my channel, this is what I'm doing, I believe in your product, can you send me a review copy? So people, and a good example is the Axle box. I reached out to him, got one. I think he sold 50 or 60 since then. I don't make any money from it, but he's done well out of that. And that's a product that people know about now.
Yeah.
That's what marketing's about. The big companies should be investing in us little guys, going, here's our product, review it, go nuts.
We do the groundwork for them, but they don't realize that. I mean, they don't have an advertising budget, but if they just utilize us, we're the cheapest advertising they can have, because it goes directly to the community, to the people that they're trying to reach. So, I mean, cheaper than a commercial.
I get annoyed when I see these million. There's a couple of really good YouTube videos out there that aren't done by slot car guys or girls. It's just a person who's grabbed a slot car tracker who's got already 2 million followers. The video gets 1 million views, which is great for our hobby. But you see the company then give this person 20 sets, but they're not into slot cars. They would review it once and then that's it. It's gone. Yes, their video got 1 million hits, but that's forgotten now. Where this is continuous, but. Mate, look, how good is this hobby? I love it. I don't care. I love it.
Well, that's the whole reason, right, Travis? It's the smiles. When we talk about it, we're all smiling. Look at all of us.
That's the best.
All of us smiling.
That's the best, mate.
Well, Matt just changed his
It's about time you got me on. I felt like I was left out. I thought I was sitting there crying. I don't be on the show.
Oh,
no. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, it's kind of nice seeing what Carrera has to offer. I'm really enjoying and actually, I've been watching some Carrera videos lately, and it does appear that Carrera has a very, very large following of children. I think Carrera is doing it right by really focusing hard on the kids and putting them with tracks that they could actually play with. I found that was absolutely mind-blowing. And just to see what's available in the smaller scales for children, there's so many Carrera sets out there. I think Carrera's got the right lead. It would be nice if sort of all the manufacturers took that lead and had a large offering for children. Like when you talk HO, when you say, well, what do you buy a child? Well, everyone immediately says the AFX Infinity set, but that's one set. I don't know if you guys have a moment, check out Carrera's lineup for 143rd, and it totally blows me away. It's
the biggest. It's their biggest seller. I spoke to them when I was there, and they sell 1 million sets. Doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a lot in Austria and Germany.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got Paw Patrol. No, is that Paw Patrol?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love that stuff. Look at that little guy. Is this fan annoying you? Because I'm absolutely sweating beads here.
No, we don't hear it at all.
I'm about to lose 10 kilos just talking to you. So I've got a so one thing I've noticed though, and it's really good. We just had a slot car centre open up, and it's really good that we've got another one opening up in Melbourne, Australia. One thing we keep doing wrong though, and I don't show enough of it on my channel, which I will once the slot shed's open. If we want the younger crowd, we have to promote digital. Whether I wish we had digital HO, I really do. But we need to promote digital because it's a video game. It's not racing. You're not racing the clock and doing laps. You're racing each other. I spoke about digital at the center on Saturday, and some of the kids there were like, "Oh, what's this digital?" They were eyes like wide open. That's what's going to get the viewers from the kids. If you watch a disco race where they do the Le Mans 24-hour, proper 24-hour, the racing's extreme. But yeah, we won't lose wood, we won't lose analog, but we do need to push digital really far forward, because that's what's going to bring the younger crowd. That's my advice. And I don't know everything, but from what I'm seeing, it's an easy answer.
I think the digital just has more to offer.
It's the interaction I think that they would like. That's what I'm agreeing with you.
It's a video game.
They need more than just pulling the trigger and watching the car. They need beeps and sounds. They need to stop. They need it all. It's the sensory overload, I guess, is the way we would look at it. But
how good's my exposure on the camera? It looks good. Does it look like the sun's in my bedroom? Sorry about the camera. I'm trying to.
Ah, you're all right.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Looks like Jesus is in the room with me. Sorry. I haven't had a coffee yet.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, well, I think digital is one. I think the Global Racing League is another way, because you allow people to race in their homes and on simple tracks, and you keep it simple. And that's one thing that I've wanted to bring over, was the simplicity of this thing. It's not overly complex. You can make it simple but enjoyable, and compete at every level from your home, which is what any gamer does, which is what what the young people are all about, which is able to share on social media and compete against each other. And I think that's what a digital or global racing league does. I know it's time attack, but it's fun. Right?
My sons, right next to us are my two sons. The oldest one's 14 and 12, and to them, playing video games is being on the internet with hundreds of other people. Like my idea of video games coming up is completely foreign to them.
Yeah,
it just is. They're used to playing with, like, right now my oldest is playing some game called Rust, and then the other one is playing Fortnite, I believe, probably.
Yeah.
And it's constant. As much as I would let them. So.
Because they have their own little community just like we do, and they get online and do that. And the trick is to get them away from that and bring them into ours. So,
yeah. But you would never compete against that. That's always going to. If we try and compete against video games, it's pointless, because that's not our market. We're not here to try and replace that. We're just here to give another avenue.
Options, yes.
You'll never beat video games. I mean, it's the biggest thing in the world. It beats video. It beats movies. But another thing that we're trying to change is watching racing on YouTube can be massive. We went to LA and we did the slotted race, and that was probably the way they filmed that. They're the leaders in filming. But we can take it another step further, where you have proper announcers speaking to the drivers. You can actually turn digital racing or analog racing into a full-blown show that would be exciting to watch if it was done right. So I may be back there in December. I think I am going back in December from what I've been told. So I'm going to have a chat to Marco and say, hey, let's try this time. Let's have a presenter. Let's see if we can take it to the next level again. There's so many avenues we can grow this hobby. It's extraordinary. That's the thing. It's everything in this hobby can be changed for the better. But again, it's awesome. I love it. It's the best.
Well, it's all about what the next step, what would make everything just a little bit better, a little bit at a time. Obviously we know large jumps is just not going to work, or we would all be there already, right? So I believe, though, we are on the right track. There are a lot of new creators on the HO side. I see there's a lot of creators around the 500 mark on the larger scale right now. And there's, of course, the few channels that are above are monetized already, who are putting out some regular content. But I think, that it's that 1,000 mark that really gives you that feeling that, you're now in the game. And I found for me that it's sort of like Raul's got his plan to do the amount of cars per year. And I think for me, I was putting out about three car reviews a week for the first little while, until you sort of get traction. And at some point, that traction slows down, and then you rethink what's happening. But for me, I'm finding that if I'm going to have a live, as long as I put it out there before I go live, never go straight live. I was talking about your concept, Travis, how I like how you do the premiere, so that you're able to get your video out there. And I was saying the importance of the notification button, the bell, and when you go premiere, that allows that half an hour for people to get ready for your show. I know I see it come up on my computer, and right away, notify me, click, bang. I need to know what's going on in the next half an hour, because
I feel bad now though, because my premieres have to be put out when I'm asleep, because now I'm in Australia. I'm in the future. Yes,
Right.
in Australia, we're in the future.
It's already Friday there.
It's already Friday, mate. Let me tell you, it's a bad day. Don't wake up tomorrow. And
No,
it's the same as yesterday. And I can't be there physically. Sometimes I try and wake up at 4:30 so I can actually talk to people, because I like interacting. So I feel a bit sad now that I'm in Europe. I can't be there for the premiere, because I have to release it at that time, so I capture everyone. It's fair for everyone to watch it at the same time, and then I'll start sending links out. But it'd be good to be there physically to talk to everyone, because that's the fun part of it. You go, oh no, that car's crap. Oh, it is too. No, it's not. I like the banter, but and I just want to quickly say, I just saw Rick left. He's got Veterans Day. I know he's not from Australia, but thanks for your service, brother. That's a good thing. Anyone in the front line, I've got to say a big thank you to. So it looks like Rick's off to do Veterans Day tomorrow. So thank you, Rick.
Yeah, my wife is on the 11th. She'll be standing at a monument. She's my wife's Army Reserve, Canadian Army Reserve. She's been to school for French horn. She's classically trained, so she'll be standing at a monument in our city.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's
that's cool.
Big. She's a sergeant, so there's not many other females who are high ranked. So as soon as the service is over, the news people, I was saying, just swarm her all the time, right? And I'm standing there trying to get a hug from her, or trying not to be looking too conspicuous. And all of a sudden, I turn around, and there's literally like 20 news people, and they're all taking pictures and stuff. And I'm like, whoa, I'm out of here. I'll be
you should get your banner out. SBR, sign in next week. Come on, mate. Use the exposure.
I was going to say, there's your opportunity, Dan. Stand in front of her and go, hey, support our veterans, support my channel.
Yeah, support our veterans. And look at Stockhouse.
Hold the banner up.
I just saw a question from Gale Force, and he's hit it on the head about the Hot Wheels collectors not coming across. He is bang on. And if you remember, and this is a HO question as well, they did the Gasser, the Hot Wheels crossover pink Gasser. Now, I'm a Hot Wheels collector. In the Hot Wheels world, that thing fetches over $1,500 now as a die-cast car. Mm-hmm. I could not get my hands on a replica slot car of that, because majority of them went to die-cast car collectors. So he is bang on. If we start following the trend and the theme of what Hot Wheels is doing, team transporters, yes, it's more expensive in our world, but if they just follow the marketing and how the Hot Wheels collectors are doing it, you'll bring some across. And that's one of my goals for starting a toy channel, is to show them that, hold on, these are just as good as... So bang on question, mate. Bang on question.
Yeah.
Spread your net out when you're watching other people's stuff. And like what I found, I watched like the Lamley Group, the Ministry of Diecast, Tony's Garage, 1/43 scale diecast stuff. Those guys like our channel stuff, because it sees the cars that they collect that just sit on the wall actually kind of move around. So it's a good way to kind of suck them in.
I remember Langley got a slot car track and did a video. I think Carrera sent them a slot car track, and they actually got some good views on that. And I thought we were going to get Langley over, but
no, he's dived deep into that Hot Wheels. I mean, anytime you can sit in with the board and get previews of the new stuff coming out, you're in like Flint. I mean, so he's Hot Wheels solid there.
He is. God damn it. We'll get him over here.
Yeah.
But I might
No, we
I
need
might
to
let
get
you
him
guys
to
carry
tell.
on.
Now
I've
that he's
crashed
got
out,
their ear,
so-
we need to tell them to get Hot Wheels back into slot cars since they they bought the Tyco rights. So that's what we need to do is tell him that, hey, next time you're there, ask them why they haven't decided to try to get back into slot car racing, because it's the same damn scale and they already
I would love
own
to
all the
see.
licenses. So let's do this.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. And with 3D printing and all that other stuff, they've got the budget. They can change the game if they wanted to by
Oh, they would
jumping headfirst
absolutely
to
change the
164.
game. It'd change it all the way across, just as far as marketability goes, because they've got the Mattel. I mean, so you would actually see commercials again. And then obviously it would help the other manufacturers sell too, because it's just going to shed more light out to more people to see it's out there. So
So a really cool thing that you said then as well, and I hope I get to meet the guy again, because this is what I'm going to bring up to him. At the Slot at Nationals, we had a Hot Wheels designer in the race. He was really in the yeah. And me and him got talking. He had some cars for me, but at the end, because we're racing, we've got to reconnect. If he's at the NSR one in December, that is the conversation that we're going to sit down and have a chat about, because Mattel is just around the corner from Electric Dreams, the actual headquarters. And we were talking about it before he went racing, but we do have a guy in the race that's pretty high up the ladder.
yeah.
So watch your space.
Anything we can do to help bribe you to talk to him, because that's what we need. We just got to have somebody on the inside to get their ear, just to say, hey, why haven't we explored this anymore? Because I don't know.
They would have looked at it.
History. They got rid of slot cars back in 2008.
Well,
they dropped it. So get them back.
Look at Auto World, and I believe Auto World and Hot Wheels are no longer doing stuff together. I'm not too sure.
And see, that's what led me to believe they were coming back, is because Mattel pulled their license from Auto World, and so anybody that hadn't been in wholesale retail, basically they bought the license to use the stuff from Hot Wheels, and then they have to pay a royalty for every time something's sold with the Hot Wheels name on it. I think that Mattel saw how much money they were making and missing out on from what Auto World was doing, and they said they want it for themselves. It's all about greed, and so that's what hopefully was maybe spurring them to start it back up in some small way again.
I think you're right. I was with you when you started saying like, yes, I think you're right. But let me see if I can find out. I don't think I can, but if I can get in there and go,
oh yeah, no,
hi guys, I'm here to say hello. Show us your slot cars.
Yeah.
If I can do anything whilst I'm over there, mate.
I mean, there's so many people in the HO world that will they like the Hot Wheels bodies so much that they're willing to destroy their Hot Wheel and then marry it with a slot car chassis just to get it on the track. Yep. And why do that if you can just make the damn thing and sell it?
Yeah.
Patriot, put that nice and close. What is that? Is it a Camaro? What is it? Oh, yeah. Oh, God, I guessed it. Is it a Camaro?
Yeah, it's a Camaro. Like a Gen 3. You're muted, Matt.
I love your accent.
Matt, you're muted.
I want your
You're
guys'
muted,
accent.
Matt.
Like a Gen 3?
Yeah, it's a Gen 3.
It's like 10, 15 years old. And we went somewhere and come back, and I had it set up here, and the little baby, he opened it. But so now I keep it right on the track. But yeah, I got that. I love diecast. I got tons of it. Got some Incredibles.
Yeah. I love that, man.
Hang on a sec. Matt, show that one again. Yeah.
Oop, up.
Hold it up. Hold it up.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Woo. Flames.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Hot Wheels.
Oh, wow. There we go.
Oh, yeah, the Incredibles.
Love it.
Love it. Love it. Oh, we're such big kids.
Oh, here. One more.
Come on, love
Can
it.
you tell me what kind of car this is?
CRX?
Let me see the nose.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Honda.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, I'm done.
Hey, I know my cars. Don't try and test me. I'll get one wrong next. What's this trap? I don't know.
Oh my gosh. So what's happening with you, Travis? What do you find that works best for you for bringing people to your content or your content to people? What do you find works best for you?
Mate, there's not. I don't think. I mean, you're asking the wrong person because I don't get. I mean, I get views, but I'm not. Like I said, I'm a content creator. I'm not a YouTuber. I literally just try and find the time that I think suits everyone.
Yeah.
On camera, try and be yourself. Like what you're seeing now. If you met me in real life, this is what I think. A lot of people are going to invest in you before the hobby, and if they don't like you, well, they're not going to follow you. So if I can try and be as me as I can, I know some people don't like me. I know that for a fact, and that's just life, mate. But I try and review everything I can. I try not to be. I mean, if there's something that's really bad, which it's very hard to find something bad in our hobby now, it honestly is. I will try and say that on camera, but there's not much that's bad. But I don't know. I mean, every day I get new subscribers. I think just do you. Just do you. I don't think people care about the flashy, graphics. And I think if they invest in you and what you're doing and how you sell the product, I guess, then they'll watch it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. If I had 100 million views, I'll be saying, well, I know the trick, but I don't know the trick.
100 million.
I'm just doing me, man.
We'd be calling you Mr. Beast, not that slot car guy.
I don't like his chocolate. If he's watching, I hope he's watching. I don't like your chocolate, Mr. Beast. No, I don't know. I don't know, mate. But baby steps. Let's try. I'm going to try and get to 10K. If I can get to 10K, I'd feel very happy. I'd feel like I'm doing something then. We're making an impact. We've got one, I call him a YouTuber. We've got one YouTuber that is at 20,000. He's in Germany. He's been doing it. Yeah. We've got a pretty big, he gets a lot of views, European based. Yeah. But he owns a slot car center. He's been doing it for a long time. So he's got 21,000 subscribers now. So, and then you've got, I think, Boons, then Dave Kennedy, and then me. So I'm like fourth, which is good. Wow. Which is good. Right? We're all doing something. Who cares about the numbers? Just do what you're doing.
That's right. Yeah, you get lost in the numbers. Actually, if you watch those YouTube creator videos that YouTube puts out for you, they tell you not to obsess over the numbers, just because it's not worth it. Unless you're like this totally like kick-ass channel, Space, for instance. Some of those guys, I imagine they're getting probably like 1,000 subscribers a day kind of thing. Yeah. Where maybe the numbers might matter to you, but at this point, it's not the numbers. It's just like you said, Travis. It's building your brand, letting people know that you're out there, and put something out that you like, for the same reason that I started putting videos out, because I really couldn't find the kind of content that I wanted to watch. So I thought, well, what can I do? So like I tell everybody, even if you're not a creator and you like slot cars, we'll videotape some of it, because you never know. Someday might be your day.
I agree, mate. There's no competition. There should be no competition. We're all doing our thing. I've got a brand to worry about. You've got a brand to worry about. But collectively, the brands are what are pushing the hobby. But, mate, if I had a trick, I'll tell you, because I tell all my tricks. I'm not here to hold anything against my chest. And I'm glad we're seeing more content creators, because we need it. Like, we need it. We need the support. We need the army. I like this. I like seeing you guys do stuff like this. I might not jump on them all the time, because I like letting people create their own, I guess, way of doing things. I don't want to be on everyone's thing. So if I don't come on someone's show as often like I am now, it's not me being rude. It's just I like letting people shine in their own light, if that makes sense. Like, this is your thing, friggin' mate, do it. Raul's thing, mate, you're killing it. But it's good to pop on now and then and have a chat. And I'm just excited to talk to you guys. Yeah, I get to speak to you now. It's awesome. Thanks, guys. But in saying that, I've crashed you guys, so I might jump off. So I've got to start preparing the news. I film the news at night time now, so I release it in the morning, so it's night time for you guys. Yeah, it's the glamour of YouTube.
Awesome.
Thanks, Travis.
Thanks, boys. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining in, man.
Totally
appreciate
it, Travis. Thank you, brother. Anytime, you're welcome. For sure.
Hey, if you want a free slot car, be sure and join the live feed Saturday night. We got the first giveaway of the 10 10 car giveaway of the one race for 1K on my channel Saturday night.
Well, if I jump on and if I win it, can we use that as a joker for someone else to win?
Sure. No, I give that option to anybody. If anybody wins it and they don't want it, they can donate it to the next person. We'll just do the random selector, and
then you sign the check and send it to me later on. I'll give you the email where to send the check.
the check. Yeah.
I'm cheap.
The check's in the mail. The check's in the mail. It may be a while since you're in Australia, so you know.
If you order Chris Hemsworth,
what do you say?
if you order Chris Hemsworth on Wish, you get me. I'm like the Wish version of Chris Hemsworth. So I'm the budget guy. Don't worry about it. I'm cheap. But on that note, I better let you guys go. Okay.
Have a good night.
Hey,
Have a good day, Travis.
See you, boys. Cheers.
Hey,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's cool. Awesome. Well, that's a nice surprise. Absolutely fantastic. Wow. Anybody not watching just missed out. They'll have to check the rerun.
Yeah, well,
Awesome.
Travis is the person that got me started in. When I started YouTubing, he's one of the first people to reach out to me. So we have we're fully connected. Him, MP, we're always connected. We always talk. So yeah,
he's pretty good. He's one of the first non-HO persons that I started watching when I started getting my my channel together as well too. So.
Yep.
Even if you don't like the size of the cars, you still.
Bottom line, it's slot cars. I mean, that's it. Just bottom line. I mean, I watched Boone's, slot car channel long before he started blowing up big, and that was because I loved the way he did his diorama stuff, and he built it all himself. He'd go out to his yard and pick up some twigs and go to the creek and get some rocks, and next thing you know, damn, man, he's like the MacGyver of the diorama world in my book.
Yep, that's another person that I always talk to is Boone. So that's the thing. All these guys are accessible. You just gotta reach out, and none of us, I think, we're all ready to jump on each other's and channels and talk. I mean, if it's something that you can discuss and you have a topic that's relevant and we can all share ideas, then yeah. But that's why I think if you are going to live stream, think about what you want to say in your live stream, have a topic, have a agenda for your live stream. Just don't jump on a live stream just for having a live stream, right? Have an agenda for it, understand what you want to do with it, what you're trying to do in that 1 hour or 1.5 hours that you're there, and try and accomplish that in your live stream. Because at the end of the day, content is still king, and you have to produce the right content, right?
I totally agree with you. That's absolutely a fact. You should definitely always have a subject that you're working on, because, like I said, just a general conversation is okay sometimes. But when people are expecting to get some sort of fulfillment out of it, maybe just us having a conversation about what we did during the day and stuff, or how long our drive to the beach was. Maybe isn't the right thing to do. Thanks a lot, Travis. Yeah. Isn't it the right? Oh man, just lost my train of thought.
Well, no, since this is just try to help the other creators and throw out ideas and stuff, YouTube is a great source of information. If you want to use it, if you want to use their creator channels, and they make everything sound like it's all rosy and it's going to work and instant results. But trust me, it doesn't. But it gives you the ideas of things to try. And I know that I've tried some of them and they've worked on my channel. And so that's why I tried to share them to everybody else. So you don't have to sit there and watch those boring videos. But if you haven't, that's a great source of giving you ideas on how to format your videos, how to set up the expectations for the view on the live stream, so that when people join in, they have an idea of what they're going to be hearing about, seeing throughout the night. Maybe timestamp it so that, if they don't have the time to watch the whole live stream, that they can skip to the part to where they, that's relevant to what they wanted to watch. Those are all little things that help draw people in or help your views go up, because not everybody has the time to sit here for 2 hours and watch us talk. And maybe they missed that 15 minutes of what we were talking about that they wanted to know about, but they weren't able to see it. So,
and also remember, guys, for a show like this where it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours long, speed it up. Speed it up. There's no way you want to watch 2 hours of people yammering away, but speed it up a little bit. The creator still gets the same. Everything's still the same. It's just you're watching it a little quicker. At 1.5, everything's still happening and you can still understand what's going on. It helps you watch the video faster, and it also helps you get more full time for the video watched. It's really hard on creators when they produce an 8-minute video and they look at the analytics and it tells them that 2 minutes of that video has been watched. That I can tell you right now, if you ever been kicked in the BALLS, that's what it feels like when you put, I'm like Raul, I put between probably 4 and 6 hours worth of work into one video, one 10-minute video. And when you realize that only 2 minutes of that video are being watched, it really hurt, man.
It's like ripping your heart out. Yeah, you're like, oh, I just made the best video. I've done everything I can, and then
it's just
total,
like that.
Total watch time 3 minutes out of a 15-minute video, and you're like, wow.
It's just like that scene on Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom where the guy reaches in, pulls out his heart. His heart's on fire and flaming. Yeah, and still beating. Yeah, that's what you feel like, right? Yeah. Say shit. Shit, yeah. Fuck, we say a little bit of everything here. Not too much of it, though. Don't ever swear unnecessarily. My wife says, why do you say the F word all the time? Sometimes the F word needs to be said. Like, holy, that's awesome, right? Like, how could you say that without saying the F word in there?
So I'm sitting here thinking, how can I make a bell notification video that viewers will actually want to watch?
You're gonna want that cowbell.
Did he just say cowbell?
I gotta have more cowbell.
It's not a cowbell.
I could have used a little more cowbell.
All right then, hit the cowbell notification button so you don't miss any of my up and coming content. Woo!
That cowbell, by the way, came from the store where my wife works.
Nice.
So it's the real deal. All right. Absolutely fantastic. Great crowd tonight, guys. I absolutely appreciate everybody being here. I'm really liking these panel discussions. I feel like stuff is absolutely being accomplished. I think it goes a long ways to making sure that you, like I say, you try and establish yourself with the time. Like Scott has his Saturday nights. I have my Mondays, and I like to do this Thursday. Monday nights, I try and have it more like an interview with somebody. Like this week will be, of course, Steve and Cheryl from Shen RC and Brother and BS Slot Cars, which is Brother Sister Slot Cars. Man. So they'll be on Monday. So everybody make sure this is your advance warning. The biggest show in the world is going to be Monday night at 6 p.m. Central Time. Everyone's going to want to be there. I'm sure everybody wants to know what's going on behind the scenes at Shen RC. He seems like a kind of a secretive guy. It took quite a long time to get him on the show. But we bend over and make guests happy, and they appear for us. So here we are. It'll be nice to see what he has to say. I had no idea he actually has 3 channels. I knew the 2 of them, but I didn't know the third one. He has a fishing and biking channel, which we're going to get into. So, and he was a little worried about how I was going to put his video out there. He was wanting to know if I was going to do a short little video type thing. So that's out. So guys, if you haven't seen that yet for the Monday night show, please check it out. It's only 45 seconds long. Rich, are you drinking? What are you doing, man?
And his cute sister.
Yeah. Okie dokie. All right. So, yeah, it'll be nice to see what's going on over there. I know Steve's, they've been at slot cars for a very long time. You know, it's kind of nice having a brother or sister when you do that kind of thing, because you always have someone to race with, like myself. My brother's 2 years younger than me, so I always had a racing partner. And, hey, those WWF wrestling maneuvers need to be practiced on somebody. So, yeah, the figure four, that's a real thing. Yeah, Ric Flair, he had that down, man. Crazy guy. So, yeah. Wow, man, what a night. I actually feel like something got accomplished tonight. I don't know.
So when just to ask a question to you guys, whenever you're putting your videos out there, how do you label it? Do you label it as autos and vehicles? Do you label it as entertainment? How do you put it in? I put mine as autos.
I label it as entertainment. I used to label it as blog and something.
That's going to make a difference on how YouTube sends it out to whatever group that you're selecting as a suggested video. Just as a, the whole thing behind this show tonight was to help creators, and so that's something you need to put some thought into. So if you're selecting entertainment, for example, and you're not getting views and you're not getting stuff, change it. Because that's where YouTube's going to start feeding it to random people that have never seen your videos. Kind of throw in if you've ever seen a video and they'll put underneath it, do you like this suggestion? That's what I'm talking about.
Right. Yeah. Slot car, Sunday slot cars. I think that's the blog, the people and blogs, or the blogs and people. That's where I originally listed for my first 1,500 subscribers. That's where I was listed. And then I thought I would change it up because my content is more entertainment. For the longest time, I find, other than a blog, like this is more bloggish, I guess. But really my podcast is more of a blog than this is. This to me is entertainment. I don't know, but I'm trying to
hobbies. I wish that they need to have one that just says hobbies.
I absolutely agree with you, and I wish they would have that. It seems silly to me that they don't have anything like that. Like,
nothing even vaguely close. I've tried, because that was one of the suggestions YouTube said is to make sure you're selecting the right crowd that you're trying to draw interest in, So if you've got an arts and crafts channel, you don't want to put that in front of the automobile guys, because car guys could care less about arts and crafts. So It's like matching your content with the people that you're wanting to put it in front of. So that's one of my tips to give out to people, is make sure that if you're selecting one of those just because you think that's what it fits and you're not getting the results that you like, then your next video, select the next one that you think might fit and then compare them, kind of see what works for you. See what's drawing in the people to your channel.
That's right. So Sunday slot cars, this is where you're at with subscribers right now. I almost thought they were showing me mine. I had to go look. This is not mine, but it's pretty close. But yeah, that's pretty close. That could be around New Year's 2,000 mark, just like me. I'm hoping to get 2,000 by Christmas. It's sort of it's not the end all be all, but for me, I like to make small benchmarks and nothing too big. Make sure they're achievable. I should be able to just barely, with YouTube analytics, the amount of subs it's telling me I'm getting in 28 days should easily get me there by about 40. But we'll see. Because there are those people, as we all know, and we all have them, those people that don't like us. And like the person that's unliking all of my videos lately, every single one of them, 4 times, 3 times, all thumbs down, same person. You can tell because the video comes out and then the thumbs go down. Or the video comes out and then they unsubscribe. And then, it seems you get lots of subscribers in the next day. No, jerk off who just unsubscribed to all your videos is now resubscribing to all the new ones. But what the jerk off doesn't realize is YouTube doesn't care. YouTube only looks at the people going in, not the people coming out. And they don't care if you're a thumbs down or a thumbs up. You've interacted with the channel. That is what the thumbs up and thumbs down button are all about, 100%. Did people watch your stuff? Of course they did. Which one is it? It doesn't matter because you've interacted with the channel. You can't be mad at somebody and interact with their channel because you're only helping them. That is what these people don't understand. And there's two of them, and I know exactly who they are, but it doesn't matter. It's over and over again. They just don't realize they're interacting with my channel. And once you realize that, then this turns to this.
Mm-hmm. Let the haters hate. It don't make.
I appreciate those 3 thumbs down because to YouTube, they look like 3 thumbs up. Doesn't matter. That's what they don't understand. And so it's all the same, but it's just a shame that somebody would go through and take the effort. I mean, it's obviously an adult. We'll start with that. So, of course, right? I just don't understand if you don't like what's being put out to you or laid down, then move along. Nobody makes you watch anybody's content. We all work hard to put out what we put out. And if you don't want to watch it, just move along. Certainly don't interact with the channel because now you're telling the algorithm that you watched it, you've hung out with it, you've looked at it, you've squeezed it, you've given it a hug. So, Scott, what's your thought on moving forward for your channel? What do you have in the future for yourself?
Well, once we get the Race for 1K giveaway in the next 5 weeks over with, then hopefully in that sometime in that time frame, we're going to start doing actual live racing after the live stream's over. So we'll actually have a couple hours of actual racing at the track on a separate live stream, and hopefully with the memberships and channel subscribers and stuff like that. And then if YouTube ever decides to pay me, I can actually get another camera. So we'll have the 2 cameras set up. So we'll have lap times and one on the track so that people can follow the racing action. I know a lot of people like to watch racing, and that's in my name of my channel. So I'm trying to get it there. Let's put it that way. So everything else is going to stay the same. I'm just adding on live racing. That's the goal anyway.
Awesome. So, same question to you, Matt. Where do you see yourself in the very near future for your channel?
Still making documentaries. I'd like to kind of delve into some of the boom type stuff. I also would like to start maybe 3D printing eventually some 164 buildings, but that's down the road. But I really like the documentaries. I like what we've been talking about in the chat in here, what Raul's talked about, whatever we've all talked about. I would probably, when I first started my channel, YouTube may remember Scott and Dan, but I had a few stop motion, the little, I even just use these little guys,
Pit crew, yeah. I remember.
I would like to get back to that a little bit and incorporate it into actual, mini movies.
Yeah, for sure.
Mini film, shorts. I would say short film, shorts. And when I say shorts, I don't mean like the shorts feed. I mean like a 5-minute script or something like that.
Right.
So I've actually written probably 7 or 8 little short slot car scripts. I'm just kind of in a position where I want to get these track pieces. And then I'll put the 132nd track behind us. You can see I cleared everything out except for the 2 fridges. Yeah. I'm just sit right there along that wall.
Matt, did you watch the Green Monster video I did?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. That was the first time I wrote a script ever. It was fun.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to have an idea, right?
Yeah, I wanted it to be like an Animal Kingdom, Animal Planet kind of video, so I did
That's good. Well, it helps codify everything, and I mean everything from theme to color to you can really, I would have years ago I would have never thought it, but now I couldn't. Even the little videos I do, I script them all now. Just because it helps me and it makes it smoother. I can get the music better. Even when I do the little documentaries, when I first started doing them, I'd try to like block it out like an hour or 2 hours, and now everything that I even record is a sentence or two at the most.
Yeah.
So that way I can interchange it, and I can control the pitch of my voice and whatever. If I want to add, like you did, Raul, if I want to add,
Yeah, I did all through AI. It was all it was an AI voice. The script I wrote, and the voice was AI generated, and then the rest is just videoing everything, putting it together.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I really like what you're doing with your cars, Raul. I think that's a good idea. And I think HO people could probably learn a little bit from that too. How you're sort of cataloging what's happening with each car, what you're doing to them and that kind of thing. I think that's a good idea. And I also think that HO could take a page from your racing setup with the global racing, because this is what HO has been trying to do for a while now. We've been trying to standardize something so we could all race each other.
I've been thinking about that a lot.
Yeah.
You know who we got to get in with this? Who could get a very small, generic track set for very little money, pack piece? You know who could do it very easily.
Yeah. And it's just like Raul has the standardized, and with HO, we all have straights. We all have, 90s. We all have whatevers. We could easily do some layouts. It could easily be timed with either the Viasu or whatever everyone else is using. I don't know why Viasu just comes to mind, but there are many timing systems. Doesn't matter which one, but at least it's something that's stable. Like Lap Tracker is a good way to do it too. I see Dave Kennedy finally found the Lap Tracker after all this time. He's reviewing it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we've been using this for like 4 years in HO, man, and I've only been in HO for 2 years. But it works really good, and something like that, it's worth a small purchase. So yeah.
Thanks, Rich.
Send a fire extinguisher.
I can make you a controller melting car too.
With any luck, I should get my DeFalco controller tomorrow.
Sweet.
Finally.
I would say this to anyone about I would not hesitate to use AI in many of its forms as a tool to help you.
Yeah, 100%.
I saw, and coming from the writing industry, I saw a lot of people dragging their feet, and at the end of the day, listen, this thing's here. You can either get with it, get on, or get run over by it. Right. And like you're saying, Raul, what it did for you, Scott, what you use it for. A lot of my logos and some of the little clips I'll throw into my videos, it's AI derivative. I used to use, I can't remember the one name, but now I use Clip Drop. So I like it.
I almost wonder if the YouTube algorithm's picking up on that kind of thing. Because if what you're saying is true, Scott, then it picked up on your guy speaking your opening, and the algorithm has caught that. Now, did they catch the computer voice?
I don't know what they caught. All I know is that when I started using that generated narration from 11 Labs, it's no secret. I don't pay for it. It's free. Anybody can use it. It's called 11 Labs if anybody out there wants to look it up. And you can select the male, female. There's all different types of whatever. Anyway, all I know is my channel and videos, whenever I did videos using that voice and that kind of style, my over 500 subscribers in less than a month.
Yeah.
It's kind of slowed down, like you said, once you hit that 1,000, then it kind of creeps up a little bit and then it just kind of starts trickling after that. But I just noticed that was my biggest personal jump is when I changed the kind of the style. And when I started using that voice, I know some people don't like the voice, but more people like it than don't. And that's what you got to have is more people that like it than don't. So
It's a great tool. It really is. So
Yeah, I thought about
And that's what it is. It's everyone needs to understand it's a tool.
yeah,
I think lots of people are like, "Oh, AI is going to take over my job." It doesn't work that way. It's I think the co-founder of Apple said it best. Is like we shouldn't call it intelligence. It's not intelligent. It's just audit. It's a tool set. It's not artificial intelligence because it's far from being intelligent as a human being.
Right.
So we can use it as a tool. It's very good because it gives us more options and more variety, and sometimes it allows us to see things in a different way. Sometimes with AI, and that's what I use it for, to really like broaden my scope. Sometimes when I'm writing the history on a car, I'll just punch it into the AI and I'll let it generate, and I'll read through it and I'll verify it, because I work in the pharmaceutical industry, so we use an AI to generate a lot of our content. But the only problem with AI generated content is we have to verify everything, right? Pharmaceuticals, we have to verify, and that's where the
yeah, you need
tricky
a
part
fact checker
comes.
for it.
Yeah, fact checked everything. So, like just make sure you're not just. It's like that thing that Google has all the answers is not completely true. Google has the some of the answers, but you got to verify everything, right? So
Yeah.
AI just that's the other thing. But sometimes just to rewrite, sometimes you write something and you just want it rewritten in a different style. AI does that really well because it knows how to do that and
Well, you
better
can
than you.
tell it too.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Yeah.
Exactly how you want it delivered, how you want it approached, how you want
Yeah.
it rewritten. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think like as a tool, it's a very valuable tool. A lot of us are not like a lot of people not graphic designers. I just happen to be a graphic designer. I can do whatever I want and design things, but many people are not. But there's cool tools like if you use Canva now, they have an AI generator in Canva that's crazy good. You can generate 1,000 videos in within 30 minutes.
That
Uh,
Loves video that I did, the little short one where it says, "Hey, I can't wait for the Loves truck to get here."
yeah.
AI.
Yeah. So like I know there's a way to generate I can generate
that's
over
cool,
a
man.
thousand shorts in 30 minutes with different graphics, with different images, with everything through Canva very fast. But is it authentic? No. Like I have a certain you have your own standards and you want to do a certain way. So yeah, it all comes down to what you want to do. It's not difficult. um, you know. But these are all tools that will help you become better at creating content. So you should embrace them and at least explore them. I
Yeah.
think that's one thing I encourage everyone. It's like don't shy away from technology, explore it. Because it will just help you get better, and sometimes it makes you create better content. Like Dan was talking about stop motion videography. So I got stop motion studio, and I've been messing around with that because I want to do like transformers transforming in the air. So like stuff like that, you need like proper stop motion stuff with a lot of like control. And stop motion studio is great because it onion skins everything. You can actually see your before and after clips, and it
Yeah.
shows you all your ghosting. So it's very important to get that motion right. So like the stuff like that is really good.
I think it's important when I say the Loves video is AI, the actual video content was not AI. That was me. What it did is I said, "Hey, this is what I'm kind of looking forward to. This is kind of what I want," and it gave me a video, punched it out in like a comic book style, and that's
Cool.
kind of what it did. It didn't do the video. It didn't, and even the lettering when it was on there, some of it I didn't like, so I changed it. I changed the font. I made because I don't like some fonts, right?
Yeah.
So
So another thing that I use is something called Opus Clips. I don't know if you guys know about this, but you can take any video that you have, Dan, like take the URL, dump into Opus Clips, it will automatically create shorts for you from that video format it. So you take a long format video and just dump it into Opus Clips. It will create your shorts, give you your heading, give you your full everything to put into the shorts description and pump it out. And within minutes, like you don't have to do anything.
What?
What's the
Yeah.
name of that again? Yeah. My ears perking up.
Opus Clips. So
OPUS?
OPUS Clips.
Clips. Okay, cool. Thank you,
Yeah.
man. Thank you for sharing. See, that's like I said, this is the stuff that I love. This is because I have an idea about something that I've been using, and then maybe somebody else hadn't heard about it, and you just brought up something I'd never even heard about that is a
like
great
Dr. Holland's Opus.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then another voice AI that I've been using is called Murph AI. It's a very powerful voice. You have to pay for these because you can actually get, like, I was looking for a very specific voice for my documentary. It had to be a specific voice. And you can get like Morgan Freeman, and you can get different voices under that. So yeah, it gets really creative. So it's called Murph AI. But I was part of a development program for AI a long time ago. About 5 years ago, I got invested into Jarvis, which was the initial AI that came out before ChatGPT. So,
yeah. Wow, man. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the stop motion. It sounds like it's got the same thing. Maybe you're using the same one I am.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty cool kit.
But it's the same sort of thing where it gives you the look back, the onion skin. You can sort of see a half image of the last move you made and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's really good. Super easy too. I mean, like the first time I did stop motion, I literally put 150 pictures in the line at 1 second each.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap, man. Now,
the only problem with mine is I have to clean up the images. So because I have to put like wires and stuff to hold the thing in the air and transform it, right? So like I have to go in and edit each and every image and remove. It's easy to do now with Photoshop, like with with the AI background regenerative fill in Photoshop. It actually can refill everything like normal. You just highlight it and say please remove, and it just creates the background behind it. So, like I said, AI is a really powerful.
Do it for every frame if you just click it and tell it which all of them.
No, that's rotoscoping, and that's the only you can do it through After Effects and rotoscoping.
Okay.
But yeah, I've learned a lot. Like I said, I've only been 2 years in videography and photography. 3 years from the moment I bought my first camera to today is just under 3 years. But I've learned everything. Everything you see that I've shot is just learned over my YouTube journey.
Wow.
And that's what I use YouTube for.
You say that one was in the voices was Merv, like MERV?
No, MURF. Murph
Okay.
AI.
Murph
So
AI.
Murph.ai, I believe. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm over here taking notes.
No worries. No worries. You can always reach out to me, Scott.
Yeah, I still need to reach out to you about my little project that I'm working on that I want some help with. So I got to get my ideas together before I present it. So
yeah, no worries. Yeah, so like you guys need decals, you guys need stickers, you guys need metal prints, posters, t-shirts, caps, whatever, embroidery. I do it all. I have my own print shops, everything.
And it's Conquest Layer, right?
Conquest Layer is what I set up for the Slot Vendors, but and I have artists, so I have I work with local artists in Toronto. So all those shirts, the legendary shirts, those are all hand drawn by artists locally. Those images, those cards are actually then they're just done by artists. I give them the image and then they recreate it in digital art form for me. So none of that is like it's paid for. I pay them for it. And then every time we sell a shirt, they get like a little proceed, and then the slot car creator gets $7 every time a shirt sells. So if you buy a shirt with a legendary card and your logo on the side, you get $7 back to you. So I mean, we do it better than anyone else I know of. Right.
Yeah, see. That's one of the things I was wanting to add to my channel was merch. So there you go. We definitely got to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people could definitely make use of this kind of Raul's business or that kind of thing. You know, even if you're not a huge channel, there are lots of people who just want to support you anyways. I mean, for instance, if you're not monetized, then you can't become a member. So they want to support you by wearing your merch. I totally get it. I did it with the mugs, super huge. The only problem is costs a lot to ship a mug from Canada to the U.S.
Yeah, that's the
Costs a lot
big
of money to
thing.
ship anything to Canada or from Canada. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
A mug, a slot car makes no difference.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest problem that I've had with my shop. It's like, so I do flat rate shipping to the US. It's $35. You can order one shirt, you can order 10 shirts. I give you $35 flat rate shipping. Right. It's expensive. If you think of one shirt, if a shirt is $30, I'm charging you $35 to ship. It's just the way it is. It's nothing that I can do because I ship through the cheapest shipping available to me. But you guys already, we talk about shipping in Canada all the time. Receiving items and shipping out items is tough. So that's the one downside to my shop being in Canada, right? And you guys being in the United States. But it's I do my best that way. I can't do anything about the shipping part of it. I try my best. And trying to figure out working with Canada Post is even more expensive than you guys would even think of. So just forget it. Like, by getting an account with them, you have to have minimums, like, and then you have to pay like it's just ridiculous. So that's why I just do flat rate shipping, and I lose. Like, if I ship something to California, I lose money on the ship on the product. I lose it. It's just the way it is because I just have to, fingers crossed, I don't have to ship too much to California, right? That's all it is. But
Yeah.
yeah. And so the printing technique is we use all the latest tech. I just bought a brand new machine for printing for shirts. It's all DTF, direct to film printing, so you can print on anything. It's pretty powerful.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So it's not like sublimation or anything like that.
I do sublimation. I do have sublimation, but that's only for polyester. I do have I make gaming mats 6 feet by 4 feet. So if you look at my table, you'll see underneath my table is all the green mats. Those are all printed in house. The 6 feet by 4 feet mats.
Oh,
What
wow.
about the design? Can you put your own design on it, or do you have
Anything you
standard?
want.
Really? Water?
Yeah.
So we actually shut down
You're
the
spinning.
mats now. We shut down the mats because we couldn't get the supplier out of. But I do large format gaming mats. I do all of those. We can put any print you want on them.
Wow.
Anyway, I can promote my shop a lot. Yeah, I can do that. No problems.
Sweet. Double sided?
Yeah. I'm actually sitting on one right now. It's double sided. It doesn't matter. We can do all that. So sublimation, yeah, I have large format sublimation too. I even have my own 8x4 router. I even have my own laser cutter. So if you want laser cut
moving
stuff,
with
we can
here.
cut it.
How big is your house, man?
It's
Jeez,
not my house.
Louise.
It's not my house. I have my own store. I have.
Okay, I was gonna say, man.
If you go to Raul Pereira, if you go to YouTube and you look at the channels, you'll see one that says Raul Pereira. If you click on that one, I do a tour of my print shop. There's a video. It's an old video, but it shows you my print shop. So I have large format printers, everything.
Cool. That's so cool.
Yeah. Well, this is exactly what we need. Wow. This kind of thing is wow, man. Just having a big brain fart here. This kind of thing is absolutely fantastic for the community to have somebody, a business like yours, Raul. It's absolutely fantastic that these opportunities are available to just about anybody. And it's really nice that I don't know. I just can't get over how convenient it instantly sounds to get all this stuff.
Yeah, well, Boone has a shop with us. DNA has a shop with us. Who else? There's a couple people in the wargaming world. We're big.
Yeah.
So,
Hey.
yeah, because I do hockey jerseys. I used to do all the Team Canada jerseys and all that. So like I have access to all that stuff. So if
That's
you
really
want
cool.
hockey jerseys too, we do that too. I think I did a limited run for Slot Vengers with the hockey jerseys and stuff. Yeah.
See, I think a hockey jersey with and that you would do what, sublimation, right? Because it's
Nope,
polyester.
embroidery, even direct to film will go on it. No problems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, how cool would it look if you had a hockey jersey with all of the the top slot channels on it?
Yeah,
Of
if you go
course,
to Conqueror's Lair and you look at the Slot Vengers hockey jersey, it has all the hockey channels, all
Got
the
these Canadians
YouTubers
that trying to
right
put
down the
stuff on
sleeves.
hockey jerseys.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we
That
can
sounds
do all
really
that.
cool,
No
man.
problems.
Sounds really cool. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So like I said, I'm not trying to plug. Like I know, I don't plug my shop. It's just that I want the community to know that this is convenient. You don't have to go Redbubble. You don't have to, because they don't give you anything. And you get like 40 cents on a shirt if you're lucky through
Right.
Redbubble or any of these, like the bigger ones, Printify, Redbubble, and all these. Like you get peanuts. I know because the artists that I work with, they print with me as well, all their stuff, and they, and I know what it's like. I know I want to help the community. I'm not here to make money off the community at all. If I wanted to do that, I'd do that in the wargaming side of things where there's a lot more volume and we do a lot more. Even then, like, what am I trying to make? $1, $2? It makes no sense.
Well, I'd
But
personally rather help out somebody that's doing it in the community and somebody that I know than typing in my information to some website and having some random bot come back and say, thank you, pay here. So,
yeah. And with DNA, like we went back and forth on design. Don't charge for design costs or anything. We can design whatever you want. We make sure that's the cool part, I think, because I love slot cars. I love the hobby, so I'm gonna do my best to make it shine right in the shirt. Like it's not just a random shirt. It's like I know what it takes. I want everyone to be happy with what they got, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd take Dan's approach there is, get the shirts out there, and I'm not worried about making money. I'm worried about trying to get the shirts and the stuff, the merchandise out to people as cheaply as possible. So, that's great. So
Yeah. So I designed 52 YouTubers channels logos. I've actually done 52 for the soccer community. So already,
Yeah.
I've
You
done
actually-
also.
You actually just did Slot Car Daddies, did you not?
Slockout Wildman, as well as his video entries. Like I do the opening, the logo reveals. I've done Sunshine Speedway, stuff like that. It's like, so I love doing that stuff. Hell, I like doing that because I want everyone to put their best foot forward when they come out, and that's what it's about. Yeah, and like Travis said, you want to brand yourself, whether you're at 1,000 or not. You brand from get go, because guess what? Patreon doesn't need you to be 1,000 subscribers, right?
No.
You can start a Patreon tomorrow.
Right
You can
away.
start branding yourself tomorrow. You don't have to wait till you hit 1,000 on YouTube, because your brand is your brand. Like this Conquest brand has been with me since 2001. I've had this dragon with me, and
Wow.
we've been in the wargaming world for a very long time. People know this brand. And that's always been my brand. And that's why everything that we have, all the channels have the word Conquest in them. I have 5 YouTube channels, right? So they all have Conquest Lair, Conquest Collectibles, Conquest Shuffle. So we do Pokemon cards, we do trading cards, we do. You talked about BattleTech, we do wargaming. So
do you ever sleep, man? Jeez, OP.
well, I don't have. It's not me. When I say we, I always say we, right? It's my team. It's my friends. We are all together.
Okay,
we
that's what I was
work
like,
together.
man, I can barely
Yeah.
keep up with one channel, and you got a business and all this. I'm like, there's
Yeah,
only
but-
24 hours in a day, man, and I don't even find enough to do what I need to do. So
Yeah, you need good friends. Like I
gotta
have
have
a
a team.
good bunch of friends, and we stick together and we do everything together. So even the print shop, it's all owned by all of us. It's not just me. It's us. We all invested. We all did it. We are friends. We do everything together. There's 5 of us. We work together all the time.
That's cool.
Right. And we have independently, we love certain things. So one guy likes Pokemon. So we have Conquest Shuffle, all Pokemon stuff. We have collectibles. That's the collectible channel. We have Lego and Lair, and I have a big Lego collection. So, that's why we built these channels out, because they're all pertaining to what we like independently. I just started it first. I just came to YouTube first, and then now this year they've started to come in. So that's just the way it is.
Yeah, that's HO's lots like that too. A lot of new creators are coming in now, and that kind of thing. And it's nice that they're not having to stumble through stuff. The transition between the old folks and the new ones, there was probably a 5-year gap there. I think I was coming in right at the end of it, because when you look at all the creators around my subscriber count, like the last one was Slot Car Sliders or something like that. And of course, there's Steve from Stockpile Hobbies. They were both at the exact same amount as me. And even Steve got his 1,000 on my 1,000 show. But Steve's catch was Steve was big into making really good slot car shorts. If you remember, he put the LED lights on the Viper and was running the Viper in a loop around his basement. Awesome. But they totally ripped his Vipers apart, and they cost him a lot of money doing that. And in the end, when he got monetized, he was so far short, I think it really got him discouraged. So, and he started mixing content. That's another thing too that you have to kind of be careful about, because his wife was doing the dolls or whatever. Hey, all great. They look cool. I just don't collect them. I do the Transformers that he was into or is into. And I'm kind of hoping he's going to put out more Transformer content. But, that's just the way it goes, I guess. Yeah. So, okay. It was DeLeon that did Slot Car Daddy's thing. I actually like the beginning of his video, too, where they're like, you're at the DeLeon or whatever. Everyone's got their little
speed.
Yeah, their cool little thing. It's very good, very good. So, wow, 2 hours and 13 minutes, folks. Awesome. Well, I think we're down. We're whittling it down. We were down to 16. We went back up to 20. We're back down to 16. So I think we're narrowing it down now, and I think the night is about to come to an end.
My dogs are wanting to get fed. I know that. So yeah.
Let's we'll wind it down. Let's start with Matt. Any last words?
No, just look for that video on round 2 in the Strombecker, and thanks for having me on. Raul, I'll probably be in contact with you the next few days or week about some shirts or logos or idea, whatever. Scott, I look forward to Saturday night. Dan, once again, thanks for being so generous. And I really do love this community. Slot cars for life.
Absolutely, Matt. Thank you very much, brother. We're absolutely happy to have you here, and we are glad to have you part of the community. It's absolutely fantastic. Okay, so, Scott, any final words?
Well, I want to mirror what Matt said. Thank you for letting me join in tonight, Dan, with Raul and Matt and yourself. Always good to connect with the community, and I just want to second what Matt said. This is the community is half as much fun as the slot car hobby itself, and you put them both together, and you've got a 100% winner. So, thank you.
I agree. And excuse me, Raul, any final words?
Well, I'm glad to be here. Thanks a lot, Dan. I think you should do more of these, get more people involved. And yeah, I appreciate all you guys, man. I love this community, like everyone else said, and yeah, I might be changing up what's happening on my channel, but doesn't mean I'm leaving. I think that's what everybody thinks. I'm leaving the hobby, but I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
not. It's just
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Raul. We absolutely appreciate you being here. Your perspective is absolutely 100% fantastic. It's really nice to have somebody of sort of your caliber here to hear about the things that are going on that maybe we don't know about. It's also great to have some knowledge about sort of the scale to where a few of us are leaning towards. I mean, we're not doing a switch over, but we're definitely about to start putting out some 132 content on the HO side for sure. So yeah, like I said, I just got my digital power pack in the mail today. The switch tracks are in the city, so I'm assuming tomorrow they'll be out for delivery. And of course, and none of that matters because I don't have any digital cars yet. But you know, you gotta gather it up. So absolutely fantastic, and of course, I'll be blasting around the track on the Evolution track while I can. The cars feel really well built to me, so I really like that feeling. Carrera seems to have a nice car, and you know, of course, I got to get the Revo slot on, but I don't really want to do the Revo slot until I can get her down and tune it up and stuff. So, but anyways. I want to thank everybody for watching tonight. Thank you guys for everybody who's left in the comments. Absolutely fantastic, folks. We all appreciate you being here, and we appreciate your perspective on how things happen. Absolutely, and it makes a total difference in how we create stuff for everybody out there, and it lets us know what people are interested in. That's for sure. So don't forget, we'll see you all Monday night. It's 1 hour early this Monday. Well, we have Steve and Cheryl from Shen RC and BS Slot Cars. So make sure to check that out. Should be pretty good. And I want to thank Travis one more time for showing up tonight. We absolutely appreciate that, Travis.
Yeah.
And you're more than welcome anytime to pop in and become part of the conversation. But for now, I want to thank everybody for being here. You've all been absolutely fantastic. You know, great hobby we have here. So I just want to say to everybody, thank you very much. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks a lot, Dan.
Bye, guys.
Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for joining.